Hey everybody, welcome back to a pick a card reading. This is going to be a pick a card reading for the month of March, so we're going to look into that month and see what might be in store for you. So I have 3 piles. The first pile is labradorite and carnelian. The second pile is rose quartz and this Pandora charm that has love hearts on it. The third pile is it's that evil eye charm I found on the ground with this moonstone. So choose your pile. If you feel like you really want to choose more than one, then just do that. And yeah, I'll list the timestamps down below. So if you're new to this process, you pretty much just pick whichever pile looks good to you, and then you find the timestamp and you receive your messages. Alrighty, bye. Hello, welcome to your reading if you chose pile 1. So this is the carnelian and the labradorite, very powerful crystals. So, I have a lot of cards. I basically took one from all of my decks. Yeah, basically. So we'll just see what comes through. Oh my goodness, first card's the Wheel of Fortune. So, major things coming in March. Ooh, and the Page of Wands. So you've been inspired, having a lot of new ideas coming through. This is a powerful reading already. We just got I want to be a queen, stating your sovereignty, declaring freedom, passing a test. Well, yeah, and the Wheel of Fortune often will talk about, a test of faith that leads to our fate, or sometimes our fate just shows up at our doorstep and we go into it. Investigate. Look closely, ask questions, think before acting. Ooh, I wonder what will happen next. Ready to adventure, precipice of change, and pause before action. Yes, so this says think before acting, pause before action, and passing a test. So there may be some hidden tests at this time coming up or in March. I really feel like that's very much a theme for you. Let's go deeper. Ooh, you are rare and free. There are not many like you. Okay, declaring freedom, stating your sovereignty, passing a test. Look closely, ask questions, think before acting. Investigate. Ready to adventure, precipice of change, pause before action. Boom. You are rare and free. You know this card rarely comes up in readings, so you really are. Soulmate. Okay, so this Wheel of Fortune could be bringing in a soulmate for you. You might already be with your soulmate. Ideas and inspiration, that's what I was getting with this Page of Wands. You've been having a lot of ideas recently, and that's going to continue. Because your ideas, there's something about your ideas. Your guides are wanting you to treat your ideas as if it's a fire that you're stoking. You know, you've got to keep them alive, keep them fresh. Don't let your passion burn out or dry out, and if it does, then discover your new desire, because sometimes if we wait to act on a desire for too long, it does fade. It's like this spark that then fades. So if that's the case, perhaps it's time to consider what else you desire in life, if your old desires no longer fit you anymore. Playfulness. Lovely. I like that, especially with soulmate card. And what else have we got? The Son of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands, and the Priestess of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups. So that's really interesting. Okay, Knight of Wands, Queen of Cups. We have, High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. Let go. Let go because Wheel of Fortune, your destiny is finding you, you know. Surrender to your destiny. And then we have Elephant Spirit, learn from the past. And Koi Fish Spirit, there is always enough. This is some powerful vibration right here. Wow. Queen of Cups. Yes. Page of Wands to Knight of Wands. See, that's nice. That's a nice progression as well. So this is showing me that you will be getting your ideas out into the world. It's really important at this time, however, that you are remembering your wisdom. Because you got Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is intuitive, and really your guides want you to be following your intuition right now, because it's going to lead you to further inspiration, which is where they would like you to make your take your action from. There's just so much here. I don't. Okay, so you are rare and free, and this is telling me that you've just been going through, yes, you've been learning from the past, you've been, at whatever level this has been conscious or subconscious, you have been going through this sort of like shedding of your childhood, you know, you've been seeing things differently, you've been learning from what happened. And it's really helping you, get in touch with this playfulness, with this inner child energy. Now, your guides really want you to trust yourself, because there is this energy of like analysis, you know, we've got look closely, ask questions, investigate, think before acting, you know, and it's almost like, even though this is necessary, perhaps sometimes you guys get stuck in that, you know, the paralysis of analysis. You're always in your mind thinking like, what about the future? How can I make this happen? What about this? And so there's this, necessary sort of like surrendering and letting go and trusting that, you know, your higher self is impacting your world too. And sometimes things happen and they're simply magic, you know, it's simply magical. And I feel like this could be to do with your soulmate, like meeting this person. You may already be with this person and there's going to be this shift there for the better. Or it's about finding your soul family, finding your soul group, finding what wakes your soul up and makes your soul want to live each day. Aligning with that through discovering your true ideas, your true inspiration, what actually makes you happy. So there's this massive like turnover in energy where you're learning to trust yourself. Queen of Cups and High Priestess, you know, these are magical people who trust that magic. They don't doubt it. It's okay to doubt sometimes, but to kind of like get off that the wheel of the you know, the thinking and the ruminating, the contemplating and the thinking and the ruminating and the contemplating, and kind of maybe needing to just put your ideas out there, you know, just begin. Because there's also like there is also this message that there is always enough in terms of ideas and inspiration. You know, sometimes we go through dry spells with our creativity and it can cause us to fear that maybe we can't get back in touch with it or something like that. And actually it's all part of the cycles, you know, of our work and of our life, and there will always be enough ideas, there will always be enough inspiration, because it's a never-ending supply. It really is. Okay, so yes, embrace the adventure, like playfulness, be curious about what could happen next, you know. There's actually a lot possible to you at this time, and to kind of like anchor into the fact that you are rare and free and there are not many like you, and that is a blessing, you know, that is incredible. So you will be passing a test, you will be kind of passing that test of faith, and it's really going to set you on course to your adventure, for real. So there is this need to some extent to, consider your actions, because there is a lot of messages around that, but then there's also the message of don't become paralyzed by that consideration. But there's this learn from the past, and I feel like this is also your guides wanting you to not go backwards into like, you know, those cycles of behavior or those karmic lessons that come in cycles. And your guides are kind of saying, make sure you're not entering back into one of those things as well, you know? Because sometimes things look different from the outside, but actually if we were to really check in with ourselves, you know, if we were really to check in with our intuition, Queen of Cups, then we would see it for what it was, which is a bit of an illusion. So there's that message as well, to actually look closely at things and ask yourself questions, you know, and keep that curious mind. It doesn't have to be this heavy energy. It can be playful because there's so much beauty coming to you. So yes, let go of what it will look like, what happens next, because your guides want to surprise you with so much incredible stuff. All right, I need to pull some more cards. What about themes for this group in March? Okay. Divine guidance. New love. Okay. Well, and what's the back of the deck? Intention. Okay. Okay, so you're being guided to a new love. And it's going to be really nice. Maybe this learn from the past is as well, like learn from past love. And don't see scarcity with love, because you want to hold out for this soulmate, right? You don't want to just settle for the next person who will have you. So there's this thing of like spirit saying, let go and let her guide you to this new love. And for people who are already in a relationship, you know, that this might be guidance towards that new beginning you want with this person. Or this love, you know, again, it can be representing something that isn't love, such as this newfound love you have for a certain career, this newfound love you have for maybe getting pregnant. There's so much it could be. Okay, so one more card. Oh, this one. Medicine Woman, you are a channel for divine healing power. Okay, I'm getting massive divine feminine energy from you, especially with this I want to be a queen. So I feel like as well, and with the Priestess of Cups, like honor your beauty this month. Honor your attractiveness, honor your worth. You know, really try to anchor into your worth, because this is going to make you absolutely magnetic, and you already are vibrating very, very high, and you're attracting in a soul love. So this is great. So just remember, you are rare and free. There are not many like you. There really aren't. And you are passing this test. You are declaring your sovereignty. And that is so powerful. It gave me goosebumps. So yeah, you're incredibly powerful. Medicine Woman, channel for divine healing power. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So I feel like you getting your ideas out into the world with this Knight of Wands, whatever that looks like. Maybe it's doing tarot readings, you know, maybe it's starting a YouTube, I don't know, but it's gonna happen for you. And like, seriously, with this Wheel of Fortune, the universe is here to like, just like propel you upwards and onwards, okay? All right, thank you, Group 1. Much love and good luck for March. Bye. Hey, Group 2, welcome to your reading. Okay, so I have quite a few cards. Let's see what you have. Oh my goodness. You have the World and the Three of Cups. Woohoo! Okay. Then we have Uncertainty. Choose who you will become. Do not drink poison. Do not do things you know are bad for you. Nonsense, it's time to talk sense. And keeping up, immense effort and advance. All right, so already there's quite a lot in this. So when, like if, okay, do not drink poison, do not do things that are bad for you. If you know what this is, then you know what this is, you know. But I also feel like this is actually about your mind and the thoughts you're having, because we have this nonsense, it's time to talk sense, which is all about when, you know, we're telling ourselves these stories in our mind that are like putting us down or, you know, creating a lot of fear for ourselves. And actually it's just not true. And the only person that can stop that is us, because it's our mind. And we really want to make our mind like a very pleasant place to exist in, because it really does impact us quite a bit. So I feel like that's what your guides are really showing you at this time, is like, hey, the way you talk to yourself really matters, and it can poison you, you know what I mean? Or it can like replenish you. So there's also this uncertainty, choose who you will become. So this is really about you going through this massive like deconditioning phase. And if you don't resonate with conditioning, like look at it more as like, you know, when truth is simply revealed and it changes our entire identity, or it changes our entire grasp on reality, and it's something we have to integrate. But it's usually revealed to us because we're about to level up in the world, yeah? So this is, choose who you will become is like, are you going to go back to that old conditioning, that old way of being, or are you going to choose beyond that now? Because it's sort of like the energy I'm feeling for you, group 2, is so, like you've recently gone through this mini breakthrough, and it could possibly look a little bit more like a breakdown at this time. But really what it's like, your guides or whatever, you've manifested this for yourself, this breakthrough, this breakdown, so that you can actually put yourself together again in a way that is who you are, in a way that is choosing your truth, choosing how you put yourself together. Because what was breaking down was the way that you thought you had to put yourself together to survive. So keeping up immense effort and advance, this is saying you're almost there. This card is talking about that last leg of the journey where you have to dig so deep and push yourself so hard, but it's like you're almost there. You've almost made it. And that's exactly where you're at. So it's saying like, don't get tempted back into those old way of beings or that ex, you know, it's like move forward and see that you have the whole world at your fingertips. You do. Because the 3 of Cups is like, it's friendship, and it can be seen sometimes as like a third party in a relationship. But honestly, this 3 of Cups is talking about celebration, and like good reason for it too. Okay. Guardian angel, enchantment, and meditation. Yeah, so your guides are suggesting that you take a few minutes over the next few days. Like, it doesn't even have to be that long, you guys, to just meditate, to breathe, to be with your own energy. Even if it feels uncomfortable, just sit through it for 3 minutes, you know, do a 3-minute meditation, just do it. And I think it's really going to help you become a lot more clear, because this uncertainty you're feeling is when you're not 100% sure what is you and what you have taken in or taken on as you. And that's this whole process you're going through right now, where you're letting go of who you're not and you're stepping into who you are. Whew. Be here now, hummingbird spirit. Okay, yes, so I think that your guides know that you can feel this change, you can feel this world about to come, like everything you've ever wanted kind of thing, because we've got enchantment, which is like feeling enchanted by the world, magic, believing in magic again. I think you've been working with angels or guides, definitely. So they're saying, like, even though the future is very exciting and it's great to think really positive thoughts about that, we need to be here now to create our future. So they're just like reminding you, hey, this will actually happen faster if you can take more time to yourself and slow down with it. Interesting. And then be generous of spirit. Okay. Improving health. Yay. And bodies of water. Spend time near water such as a lake, river, or the ocean to recharge your batteries. That's a beautiful message. And absolutely, you know, recharging. We're going through Mercury retrograde right now. Honestly, I see it as a time to just go over old ground and really recharge and reconsider, what am I doing this for, you know? Because you're putting in a lot of effort right now, immense effort. So it's like, get back into alignment and anchor into the why, you know? And the why is you. All right, and then we got 9 of Wands and Ace of Wands. So this is beautiful energy. So this is saying like, look, there's all this new energy coming in for you. Just really, really, really try to have patience at this time. 9 of Wands is patience, and it's also can be a test of faith. So at this time, you may feel your faith is being tested, and you may feel like, you know, you're asking your guides and your angels, and you're just like, why? Like, why is this happening? Or why does things look like this right now? But your guides are like, stay with it. Because they're offering you this Ace of Wands, you know, this like new, passionate flame that's just going to go off in your life. I mean, y'all are just like really cool. So improving health, yeah, be here now, meditate. Really, I think for you, the health is again all in your mind. Like, you need to work on your mental health and your thought health. Because sometimes, yeah, your thought patterns are dragging you down, and they're creating this poisonous internal environment. And again, this is internalized voices throughout your life, usually from family, that really aren't true. And it's part of the process, like, to detox from that internalization in order to heal. And you are healing, like, whether you know it or not, you are. And sometimes healing doesn't have to look like that much. Sometimes healing is really happening subconsciously, you know, and it's happening at an energetic level. So just trust the process. See if there's anything else to come through. Ask your angels. Okay, so there's a lot of angel energy. I really feel like you need to work with an angel or angels right now, possibly archangels. I'm seeing Archangel Michael for you. Yes, so there's definitely a message to work with your guidance team. We also got no. What is no about, Spirit? Intention. Okay. Okay, so there's a message around this no, this intention, and these, and it's all about basically like really needing to, for this like final leg of the journey to really catalyze and bring you all of those results that you are really focusing on right now, there's kind of this need to like be bold and brave and take some action that may be outside of your comfort zone, because it's saying like, sometimes when you ask your angels or your spirit guides for stuff, and we all do this, but sometimes when you do it, your intention is kind of not necessarily to receive help, but to be like, do it for me. And whilst, you know, in an ideal world they could, we live in free will, and we need to be the ones that are kind of taking responsibility. Even though we're asking for assistance, and at times it is appropriate to just simply surrender and say, look, just take this from me, I can't deal with it. We have to also be willing to take action, you know, because what happens, like, the way I see it is, say you're in meditation, you know, and you've got this real issue going on, and you pray, you know, pray to Spirit, pray to Divine Feminine, whoever you pray to, and just ask them, you know, express yourself and ask them to take it. What happens is when we throw it up to Spirit, it's like a ball, eventually we'll be thrown it back in physical. And we have to then step up and act and take that on. But if we kind of try to reject that ball as it comes back to us, you know, it's sort of like a missed opportunity. You know what I mean? So it's like we have to actually really catch that when it comes back to us, because that's part of how we work with Spirit, how we co-create with Spirit. So you want to avoid or try to be aware even of how sometimes your intentions to pass it on or to ask for help or whatever it is for you can sometimes mean that you avoid taking the action that will actually see that prayer being answered for you in the 3D. Yeah? Okay. So a few more cards for group 2 as they move into this March energy, Spirit. What would you like them to know? Home. Okay. Your household situation is improving, either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. There you go. All right, thank you, group 2. Enjoy your March. I feel like you've got amazing things coming for you. Bye. Hey, group 3, welcome to your reading. So, this is what's coming for you the month of March. Oh my god, first card's the Magician. Wow, that's so crazy. Everything you want, you can manifest in March. Like, the power is yours in March. Magician is all about manifestation, creating our reality, owning our power, believing in the magic, trusting our power, actually. And the 8 of Cups. Okay? You might be leaving. Themes of leaving or breaking free. That's what I'm feeling from that. Leaving something old or breaking free from something painful. All in the golden afternoon. Inspiration, creative spark, and imagination. Keep your temper. Don't allow anger to rule you. We have lead the way, be a leader, show others how it's done. You can help others. Wow, you're a leader. And believe, strange encounters. Ooh, might be meeting some strange new people who are strange in similar ways that you're strange in March. And surrender and release. Serenity and friendship. Okay, so it actually might be that you need to let go of a friendship and release and surrender it if it's bringing you pain, or if you're feeling like it's, if you've been feeling for a while, like maybe you need to walk away. I feel like this is your guide saying yes, because it's going to bring you a lot of peace on the other side. Now, this surrender and release is really interesting because I just noticed the imagery on this card. She's holding like this big urn or like vase, and it's got a crack in it and all this water's like pouring out. I know it's probably too hard to see, but what I really find interesting about that is that the surrender and release is really, to me, that speaks to how we release emotions. Sometimes we don't realize how much emotion is trapped in us until something comes to crack us open and it all comes out. But I really feel like your guides are advising you, trust that process, trust the surrender and release process. Because you can also show others how to do that, lead the way. I'm even seeing for some of you to embrace this process and really model that to your children as well. Don't let anger rule you. Yeah, but that also means, oftentimes anger will like rule us because we aren't honoring it when we are angry. Sometimes especially like I've noticed women, and certainly this is a lot of women I know and myself, like sometimes we don't even notice when we feel anger because we're so used to shutting it down. And it's like kind of starting to tune in general with your emotional state so that you don't feel ruled by any emotion in yourself, But that doesn't mean not having reactions to things. That means honoring the reaction to things so it doesn't become our action. You know what I mean? Okay. We have Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. That is so cute. And Bat Spirit, a rebirth is assured. Woo! Incredible. Yeah, a rebirth, possibly through this surrender and release. I mean, definitely. Rebirths always come after surrender and release, but I feel like, there could be this friend person who's like perhaps impacting you right now, or it could simply be that you're releasing quite a lot of abandonment stuff. What am I feeling for that. Come back to that. The Two of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Lovely. Communicate clearly. And undying love. The love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. Okay, so if you do need to surrender and release somebody, then know this, know that even if a relationship needs to, or a friendship needs to end in the 3D, our souls or our energies are still sorting stuff out, and that's why we will often have dreams about people, after when they're not in our life anymore, because it's sort of like, I take that as like, it's our soul or our energy, our light body kind of like still processing things, and we're doing a lot of work when we're asleep. So it's kind of like your spirit guides want you to tune into the eternity of love, the eternal nature of love, and to not let the fear of like losing someone stop you from choosing what's best for you, because we never truly, we never really truly lose someone if we have loved them, because they stay in our heart in a way. Guardian, you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. Incredible. So again, I'm picking up a lot of fear in you around your friends or around people you love, around your partner or something like that. So if it's appropriate, then definitely communicate clearly with them, because this Two of Wands is telling me that your guides are kind of like setting you up for your future right now. Yeah, lay a solid foundation. So there's a lot being built right now that is actually going to catapult you into your destiny, but you may not be aware of that right now, and it doesn't matter if you aren't, because you don't really need to be. But your guides are kind of telling me like sometimes you're getting a little bit stuck in like this worry or this concern for everybody else in your life, but not for yourself. And it's kind of like that focus always going outward and outward and outward, and then it's sort of like, what about you? So communicate clearly, and this making sense now. So the Eight of Cups can talk about, leaving and all that stuff, but it can also talk about abandonment. And I feel like in you, there's this fear of abandoning anyone else, because you are in touch with how painful that experience is. So your guides are kind of like offering you this seed right now, this seed of potential with this Ace of Pentacles. And they're telling you to plant it and nurture it and allow it to grow into everything you want from life. This Two of Wands, create your future, because you're actually a leader. And I feel like this seed is your leadership. We have all in the golden afternoon, inspiration, creative spark, imagination, and conception. Yeah. So I feel like you're really going to be manifesting this month all of your creative ideas, all of your imaginative dreams. Yes, and also believe in strange encounters. For some reason, I'm seeing this happening in your sleep. Again, I don't know, dreams are important for you guys this month as well. You may be seeing old lovers or old friends in your dreams, but there's a lot being sorted out somehow on the astral plane for you. And it's really going to, again, help you access more peace in your waking life. Yes, because things are really being laid for you right now, because this manifestation, this powerful magician, you need to manifest from a place of stability, and that's what is being created for you right now. So if you're getting anxious because you're like, I don't see where all this stuff's coming in, well, maybe it's because there's still needing to be this foundation before this massive skyscraper can be built for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, because you have so much creativity, and actually for you, it's really important for you to be creative and do your art, because it allows you to feel peace. So focus on this as well in March. Focus on your creativity and all of your inspired ideas. And I'm pretty sure. Yes, bring your ideas to life. Yes. And watch and wait. Okay, yes. So bring your ideas to life. Yes. All of your creativity, your magician, just like bring it through. Communicate clearly with the universe about what it is you wish for and desire. Get in touch with your desires. Watch and wait is about laying a solid foundation, okay? So rest assured that the foundation is being laid, you know, for all of your ideas to come to life, and you are a leader. And that's why it's very important that you have a solid foundation, because when we're a leader, we take on responsibility, and that means that we have to be really, really grounded in ourselves. So watch and wait, because it's all coming to you, group 3. Seriously, I'm so excited for you guys. All right, well, good luck for March, and I'll see you soon.